What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dad Paul. We back and we are live for episode 15. And you already know the hair is mean, yo. Damn, this shit clean. You know how this go, man. I want to get right into it, man. A lot of things been transpiring within the last couple of days, My last episode, I had Nisha's Kitchen. We spoke on, what it's like to be a woman that's an entrepreneur. Her being a person that's starting to cook from her kitchen in a future, potentially owning a business. And also just basically keeping up with the competition and things of that sort until today episode where we're covering the Nipsey Hussle murder. Yeah, so we're going to cover the Nipsey Hussle murder. So over this past weekend, Nipsey Hussle was murdered. When I say weekend, Sunday, I had my last show, the Next Up with Dev Hall, and I was speaking with a friend of mine, Mitch Lakes, about it. It was breaking news before I, shot the episode, and it was disturbing. And I say disturbing, not to hear about it, but to actually see the visual of him having his damn brains, out. You feel me? Not like we ain't see his brains, but like I seen his head shot, and I seen something real explicit to the point where, it just instantly gave me chills, you feel me? Like, I don't understand what the world is coming to. It's scary, it's frightening. It's people that you feel as though you're close with. It's people that you feel as though, you knew growing up that won't do anything to you. But we already know we live in an envious world, we live in a jealous world, we live in a hatred world, But to a point where, when is this shit gonna stop, The thing that I'm confused about is a lot of people are trying to act like it's something wrong with trying to figure it out. And when I say trying to figure it out, a lot of people are actually being aware of this Dr. Sebi. You feel me? A lot of people didn't know who Dr. Sebi was. I'm a person that knew who Dr. Sebi was. And you probably like, Dad, you just saying it because everyone posting on the gram. No. Once again, I'm not just saying it just to say it because I have a show. I'm saying it because I'm educated and I'm aware of these African-American figures that are, planting knowledge in my, my brain. And I spoke about this before. I listened to people like Dick Gregory, before he passed away. He was very knowledgeable. He ran for president. Y'all probably don't even know who Dick Gregory is. Go look him up. I listened to Umar Johnson. And I also listened to Brother Polite. And I also listened to other people in that nature, Michael Dyson, a lot of different people. I'm young, but I'm very inclined to what I need to know. But when it comes down to Nipsey Hussle, those people gave me some type of awareness who Dr. Sebi was. Nipsey Hussle, I was unaware. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I was unaware that he was actually dropping a documentary. Now, when I found out he was going to drop this documentary based on a 1985 trial that Dr. Sebi was going against the government in the Supreme Court, I believe, he beat both cases, basically proving that he can cure, patients from AIDS. A lot of people weren't aware of this because it's not publicized. It's not in our face where we know about it, because as we know, there's no cure for AIDS, right? That's what we know. But he had the cure for AIDS. You feel me? It was profitable for them to assassinate this man, because now I'm not talking about Nipsey Hussle, I'm talking about Dr. Sebi, or kill this man, because if he were to cure people from AIDS, right, they would lose money. Pharmaceutical companies, all that type shit. But a lot of people don't know that. And if y'all feel as though I'm just chapping, running my mouth on the camera, just go ahead and do your research. But going back to the whole Nipsey Hussle thing, this man was an entrepreneur. This man was a Crip, and the reason I'm saying a Crip, because he wasn't shy, or he didn't shy from his past, you feel me? A lot of people, when you hear that, people just think of gangbanger and this, that, and the third. You gotta realize LA is a whole different lifestyle. California is a whole different lifestyle. I actually had the chance to experience Inglewood in the hood. I had an Airbnb out in October with my folks. We was in the hood. We wasn't on some bougie downtown. Hey, we going down LA. We LA. No, we downtown. No, nah. We in the trap. And I always wanted to do that. Just like when I went down Atlanta, we was in the trap. But to get back to the point I'm making, I actually seen, different people with like they just move different out there, you feel me? So we can't judge a book by its cover because he was a Crip. This man didn't have his background define who he was. This boy was basically chilling at a complex he grew up around. I was watching a documentary on this boy, man. This shit fucks me up. Like, main man actually, that's like you chilling across the street from your crib or around the corner from your crib at an outlet. Matter of fact, F that. You know how we riding around your city, to all my black folks, you know you ride around your city, you see everybody posted out on the corner. You would think, damn, y'all own this poppy star? Like, you know, y'all security out here, because everyone hugging the block. You feel me? Just imagine someone out the group that's actually in that circle outside the store say, you know what, yo, F that. Since we always out here, how about we invest in this, yo? Main man, they was 16 years ago, they invested in a Slauson tea store. You feel me? I didn't know this until I actually educated myself recently by going on YouTube, watching this documentary. They got all these millions of views after his death. And, you know, I was watching the story on how the marathon became and how it originated. You know, they used to sell T-shirts and CDs across the street, you know, from a store, you know, like how people be selling DVDs and things in that store, until cops actually came, took their stuff, and they had to, you know, basically start from the ground zero. They looked up and said, yo, we're going to get this building that's for lease. I mean, that's for lease right now, for sale/lease. They purchased that. You got people from the hood purchasing a store across the street from where they grew up at. All right, cool. They got booked. They lost the store. You know, Nipsey in the rap game now. You know, his brother got booked. His brother came back home. Him and his brother decided to invest in the store again. Nipsey like, yo, you know, we lost the store when you got booked. You think I should do this again? He said, listen, man, we got to do it here. Like, this is where we started. We got to expand from there. So a lot of people just thinking Nipsey was the one that, you know, was the main one that started it. Actually, it was his team. And that's what he stood for. Like, he never said he just did it. Like, to hear his brother, to hear all these different people saying how they came together as a team, that shit motivated me, yo. And it just made me think, like, damn. Like, we live in a world where a lot of people be feeling as though, you know, it's a competition to be in. You have to be in competition with your friends and shit. These people came together to invest in a store, and then eventually, the main man, Nipsey, purchased the whole complex, bruh. You feel me? And then you get murdered outside your complex. That's the shit I don't understand. You feel me? I wasn't the biggest Nipsey fan, but I will tell you, back in Lincoln, my college, my alma mater, I was listening to Nipsey hard, you know, listening to Crenshaw, listening to Marathon, listening to a lot of different songs that he had, you know. Y'all already know Kendrick, my favorite rapper, so that song Dedication that he recently dropped on Victory Lab was amazing. But to get to the point I'm making about this Nipsey thing that's like making me think deeper than a lot of people is the fact that he was respected in his hood. He was respected around the world. And not just because he was a rapper. The fact that he was a businessman, he was relatable. You know, he wasn't your typical rapper that was rapping about killing people and he glorifying that he's, you know, cripping and banging and all that extra shit. He was basically, you know, letting us know the blueprint on how we should move as young African Americans, you know, entrepreneurs, things in that sort. You know, I had an episode where I had Just Real on here and I was speaking to him about his favorite rapper, Nipsey. It wasn't like I knew Nipsey was going to be in this tragic incident, but I asked him, I said, yo, why is it that everyone turned to Nipsey as motivation as an entrepreneur? He broke it down. I'm paraphrasing what I said because I didn't say that in those exact terms, but, you know, and he broke it down. He said, yo, he's not just rapping about these things. He's teaching us game and things in that sort. And I need y'all to listen to this song, AOT. When you get a chance, right? As I'm saying this, I want you to actually have, like, I don't know if you can do it, but I want you to put the song Dedication in the background as I'm saying this right now. The song Dedication with Kendrick Lamar, you feel me? Like, it's a meaningful song, like, hearing what he was saying and also hearing Kendrick verse, you know. It was a part where Kendrick was basically saying, like, you about to do a song with Nip, he's one of the biggest Crips. He said, no, he's a man first. You don't hear the shit that he spit. He talking about black empowerment and businesses. He was saying all these different things. And this is the verse coming from Kendrick, talking, giving praise and props to Nip. You know, he got a lot of respect. And I just don't understand why one of us had to kill him. You know, that shit just make you think. You know, I think Meek Mill recently just posted something on Twitter saying, like, hey, can you imagine you going hard for people, for your own, that will kill you, or something like that. And honestly, that shit, like, hit me different. You feel me? It just make you think, like, you can't do shit for your community sometimes. It ain't enough. You always got a crab in the barrel ass person that want to bring you down. I just don't understand this shit, yo. This is the world we live in. You know, I'm saying some real shit. This is the world we live in. A lot of people keep saying, yo, we gotta do better. We gotta do this, we gotta do that. All right, sad to say what I'm about to say, but I'm about to say it. Nipsey passed away. Motherfuckers is still on the same shit today. You hear what I'm saying? Are we just gonna act like we're in shock that, like, this happened? Like, don't get me wrong, this hit different because he wasn't my favorite rapper, but his impact, like, touched the community and touched the culture. But people want to act like they're about to make a change. All right, are we going to make a change? Are we going to still glorify the shit that caused this? You feel me? Like, that's where I get lost at. You know, like, don't get me wrong, I listen to a lot of gangbanging ass music, and I was just sitting here thinking, like, to myself, like, if I'm acting all surprised and acting all, like, shocked, like, damn, this shit gotta stop. Like, why am I listening to this? Why am I on my Insta snaps blasting this one to the head? Like, you know what I mean? Why am I doing it? I'm being real, because I'm being a hypocrite. I'm contradicting what I'm saying. I'm being real. Like, that shit hit different. I'm talking to my boys about this. Like, it just make me think because I, Dev Hall, try my best to give everyone a chance to be on my show. I try my best to give everyone a chance to get their music out there. I try my best to give everyone a chance to get their brand out there. And then you can have people hating on you, people like that. And people like that, ain't nobody, you never know. You never know, yo. That's the shit that got him killed. Main man is outside of his store. He felt comfortable to go back to his fucking hood, yo. You feel me? And come to find out, he was actually supposed to be meeting a friend of his that was getting out of jail so he could gift him with clothes. Now, you know, it's multiple reports. You feel me? But it's like, goddamn, yo. You just seen him and Lauren London on GQ on Instagram having a couple quiz, basically seeing how much he knows Lauren London. You feel me? We just seen him be Grammy nominated for Best Album of the Year, Victory Lap. You ain't never hear him on some bullshit. You feel me? And then you just got a sucker ass person that's gonna blow your damn head off, yo. And run off and come back and kick you in your head. That's the shit where we're gonna touch on this conspiracy shit. You feel me? Let me take a sip of this Yangling. And it's water too. With this conspiracy shit, like, check this out. You know how a lot of people be like, the Illuminati. A lot of people be like, it's conspiracy theory, right? Now check this out. I don't necessarily know too much about this guy Eric Holder, but I try my best to do some type of research on him. Main man is supposed to be a known killer. Never was committed for those killings. He's a Crip. Boy name was Shitty Cuz. I guess that's his gang name or whatever. All right. In and out of mental institutions. Say it loud and clear. He's in and out of mental institutions. All right. I wonder who's funding that. And on top of that, he was allegedly released out of jail 2 days prior to him shooting and murdering Nipsey Hussle. So it just makes me think, all right, for him to be well-respected and well-connected in his hood, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this man is Iron Man. I'm not saying this man is G.O.D. I'm not saying this man is invincible. But for him to be, I'm going to say this again, for him to be well-respected and protected in his hood, you feel me? There's no way in the world from the camera view I seen, an angle, that he should have been touched like that, yo. When you got other people, day ones or whatever, hauled ass. I'm out. Speedy Gonzalez. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people react different when shit like that pop off. You feel me? Don't get me wrong. I thought I would be bitching when I get robbed at gunpoint. When I got robbed at gunpoint, one time, it was to a point where I just froze. Like, oh shit, all right, here. Other people probably would have been, oh shit, you feel me? Like, I know the differences. And I'm not saying like I'm a heroic person or I'm a bold person, but I thought I would be way more scared than what I was. It was like, all right, shit, if you're gonna take my life, you're gonna take my life. If not, thank God I'm living another day. You feel me? At that particular moment, you got people that glorify this gang shit and you saying ain't nothing happened to my nigga. You see on camera people haul ass, ain't nobody make sure that Nipsey cool besides this one person coming out the store. You got 2 security guards, right? I want to know what the hell we security guards for. They both got shot once, I think. You know, that's what the report said. You know, I'm going off the reports. You know, you can't believe everything the reports say. But I'm going off the reports. Why wasn't no one shooting back? I'm not saying that it's good to shoot back, but in this instance, why is no one shooting back? Y'all got guns, right? All right, cool. Why is no one out of the stores coming out strapped? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, we're not going to act like this store was in a nice suburban area. This is in his hood. Like, y'all not understanding that? Like, just because he made the complex or purchased that complex, not going to say he made the hood better. I'm being real. This is who he is. This is real shit. And I'm reading into it and make you think about a government situation. This bull, Eric Holder, right, is being represented by Chris Darden. The bull who, I just found this news out, so I gotta break it. But Chris Darden was O.J. Simpson prosecutor. Well, he was a part of the prosecution team because there was a white lady in there too. But he was the prosecutor, and they make you just think like, all right, okay. My man T to say, oh, you know, it's money in the defense. All right, cool. But damn, you about to represent a motherfucker that just killed this bull, and it just make you just think like, all right, I need to see a mugshot. Y'all see a mugshot yet? I mean, I ain't expecting them to say nothing, but I need to see a mugshot. I ain't seen no mugshot. We talking the bell, 7 mil, You feel me? I'm just saying a lot of shit. It just make you just think, all right, cool. Nipsey Hussle was about to meet with the LAPD chief and all these other people about stopping gang violence or gun violence, all this. And this shit happened. You know, one thing that I want to say to the black community, can we stop? Let me get closer. Let me put my hood on, because I got to get in my street bag for y'all. Can we stop attacking one another for trying to be aware? You feel me? Because a lot of people, like Lil Duval and everyone talking about, I hate fake woke people. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. You feel me? Like, don't get me wrong. Have you ever met someone that's like so serious about what they're saying and then you found out they don't know what the fuck they're saying? All right, cool. They was passionate about what they were saying. Check this out. The fake woke people are actually paying attention to what the media is dishing out. You feel me? What do you mean, Dev? This Dr. Sebi situation. Now people know who Dr. Sebi is, right? People are actually going back in years to Lisa Left Eye, who passed away, right? People are like, why are you mentioning Lisa Left Eye and Dr. Because we tying back to a documentary. You feel me? Now, someone had made a post and said, all right, do you really think the government is going to Honduras to actually get on the road to cause Lisa Left Eye to be in a car accident? And it made me have the emoji face like, that actual post made a point. But I don't give a damn what that post say. I'm talking about this Nipsey Hussle situation. Nipsey, it ain't no coincidence this man said, if they kill me, y'all better Y'all better ride for me. If they kill me over this documentary, y'all better ride. Come on, you feel me? Like, that's real. I don't, he came out of his mouth and said it. A lot of people wasn't openly talking about Dr. Sebi. Even Brother Polite even said out of his damn mouth, who was a person that Dr. Sebi had cured from diabetes. He said, if you try to get his word out there, they're going to try to kill you. You're putting your life at risk. This is facts, yo. I'm being real. So Nick Cannon voluntarily said, I'm going to let this story go on. I'm going to finish the documentary. You got people saying that. Now, my point is this. Why are we mad at people for trying to be educated? People saying it's not a conspiracy theory. Who the fuck are you to say that? People saying it is a conspiracy theory. Who the fuck are you to say that? It don't matter what it is until we know what the fuck the truth is. So why are we getting mad? Now, can I get mad at y'all? Now I'm gonna take my hood back off so I get back on my professional shit, and I'm still cursing. Can I get mad at y'all? I'm gonna get mad because it's a lot of people that's getting mad at these fake woke people and the people that's blaming the black on black crime. I'm gonna blame y'all for looking like fools for posting that Jay-Z had created a trust fund of $15 million for Nipsey Hussle children. Where did y'all get that information from? It looked like someone just got a Google pic from Google of those two and made a caption over top of it and said, fuck it. All right, everybody on this Nipsey Hussle situation or anything I post, I know they're gonna jump on it. Bang, we got it. All right, now everyone in their mind posting it. You got all these rappers, everything. Me being me, and I pay attention to certain people, Jay-Z ain't gonna be out there putting no damn amount on anything. Not with his name attached to it. You feel me? Like, that's real shit. For it to be 15 million, like, he's not disclosing no amount. That's real shit. And if y'all don't believe me, go back to Meek Mill when he was on the Breakfast Club. Meek Mill said Jay-Z spent millions on his lawyer fee. Jay-Z never spoke on that, but Meek spoke on it. Lil Wayne said Jay-Z paid millions on the taxes. Jay-Z never spoke on that. Lil Wayne spoke on that. So for someone to just say Jay-Z is wrong, like you get what I'm saying? And it's in Rock Nation, shut that shit down immediately. We denying that. Like we gotta do our research. We have to. But I'm off this Nipsey situation. For those that's interested in commenting on that, just commenting on the box below under the YouTube channel. My condolences go out to the family of Nipsey Hussle, Lauren London, and his community of Slauson and Crenshaw. It's sad that we lost an iconic figure in the rap game, and on top of that, in the entrepreneur world, and on top of that, the community for the culture. It's just sad that another black man is down for trying to enhance the vision for young entrepreneurs to exceed in life. He tried to show us how we gotta buy our neighborhood back, show us how to move strategically, and on top of that, just show us how to move independently. I was watching, like I told y'all earlier in the episode, a documentary on him and how he started the marathon. He basically was just saying the marathon is for those that never quit, for those that, continue to grind, that see, the light at the end of the tunnel, that's a go-getter basically. And you can apply it to anyone. You can be a rapper, entrepreneur, a basketball player, anything. He was saying it applies to anyone. So rest in peace to that man, and may his legacy continue. Episode 15, The Bull, Death All.